Being on ginseng does not spike you,
No.
and it does not
Drop
crash
you. No, it
you.
doesn't drop you.
Very important. Most things are spiking you and crashing you.
Such as coffee and certain things.
Yeah, sugar.
Yeah.
There's so many things that spike you and crash you.
Right.
And most people are used to that seesaw effect, and they're
Right.
used to those coffee wearing off and the coffee headaches and all kinds of
But
things.
ginseng is actually so subtle. Sometimes
Very subtle.
you're going to be getting some good experiences and not even be aware of it until somebody calls your attention to
This
it.
is true. This is true. So, like one of the things that happened, it's been 5 years now that my vision, I don't have to wear my glasses anymore. It went from 2200 to 2025, and it's probably 2020 by now.
Right.
So I went traveling all around. I didn't have to bother bringing glasses.
And didn't even notice. You didn't even notice.
No, it was
until
fine. I was seeing everything.
Right.
I was like, I love it here.
Right.
So yeah.
So when you took that, when he gave you that first challenge, tell us about that experience with that first cane. When he gave you the cane, told you to take it in a week.
Well, I didn't know. I have any idea what was going to happen. I mean, seriously, I thought I'm going to get better. That's all. And I immediately felt better.
Right.
Natural feeling of like well-being.
Well-being.
So it was like each day I would look forward to it. I'd take it and I'd feel better immediately. And I started thinking, I like this. And I started realizing that I was usually kind of low-level depression. As a matter of fact, very low-level depression. I used to be on medication, but then I wasn't on it from the time I got the cancer diagnosis.
Right.
Thank goodness, right? Because according to Charlotte Gerson, every single medication in the physician's desk reference is liver toxic.
Liver toxic.
Okay? And most over-the-counter medications. So I wasn't that excited about taking any medications. I was so glad I was off them. But that didn't mean that the depression went away.
Depression, right.
It was a tendency in my family. My mother was diagnosed agitated, manic, depressive, paranoid personality. Finally, she got that diagnosis. And so, thank goodness, I didn't have it as severely as she did.
So when you started taking the ginseng, because you were in a depressed state, you began to get a well-being automatically.
So the first couple of days, I was like happier and I felt good. And on like the third or fourth day or something, like I was in the kitchen mixing it up. I drank some. I think I drank the whole first bottle.
Right.
Because I was drinking like 9 scoops each bottle or something. It was like.
I look forward to that.
I can't wait to do all that stuff when I'm DM and everything. When I get 30 cans at a clip and stuff like that. So that'll be exciting.
Okay, so you're in the kitchen and you drink it.
I'm in the kitchen and it's a rainy day. Cold,
more depression,
achy.
More blue, more down.
Yeah, and then I just sort of like all of a sudden I'm like, what's going on here? I'm feeling like not like I'm gonna fall over because my feet are firmly planted on the ground, but you know how when a balloon lifts off, and it's kind of like that, like I'm taking off now, and nice. I'm looking around. I look around the kitchen. I'm like. Love this. I'm okay. Like for the first time, like in my life, I felt like I was finally like okay.
Yeah.
Just okay.
Yeah.
And like I didn't realize how much not okay I was mostly feeling almost all the time.
Right.
And I was like, I could do this. Like I started thinking, I could do a lot of things that I've been wanting to do. This is so cool. And then I thought, maybe I'll test this out. You do like a little like scientific experiment on yourself every day, right? You eat some kind of thing and you go, oh, this is too salty. Ugh, I'm not going to eat that anymore or whatever. Whatever everything's a scientific experiment. So I was like, let me try this. So I start walking, right, tentatively, and I'm like, I can limp, and like that's good. And then I go get some paint. I'm like, I get this idea. I'm gonna do what I did at the theater. I'm gonna paint 10 paintings in 10 minutes. Then I'm like, no, that's on the internet. You can see me doing that in my bathing suit.
Norman filmed it.
Right, but so I said, well, maybe one painting. So like I went and I walked down the stairs.
And you had not been doing that.
I hadn't done it ever, all by myself or anything. Right. Nobody even was there to help me. and I just was like trying it out. And I went, you know, when you can't balance or you haven't done, you better go down those stairs, like holding on to the banister, and you got to go one at a time. You got to step down and wait a little bit, and then, you know, there's a lot to it. I mean, it wasn't like, boom, I'm walking down.
No.
You know,
you got to think about what you're doing, how you're transferring your weight.
Even now, I always hold on to the banister, and you know, I walk carefully. I'm very, I don't want any falls. You know, I'm not taking any chances with these bones, because who knows.
Okay, so you made it downstairs. You hadn't been going downstairs. Because see, what also happened with the ginseng, because it doesn't just affect your physical body, it affects your mental. So she began to feel confidence. She began to feel creative, like you wanted to create something, because it also stimulates and energizes the brain and the mind. So that's what began. So what wound up happening? You eventually went to the office.
Yeah, so then the next day, I think it was Thursday, and I had this painting primed, and I was like, couldn't wait for them to call me up on stage. Right. And I was in the wheelchair, so they bring me up to the edge of the stage in the wheelchair, and they help me on stage, and I take off the clothes, because it was
that must have shocked everybody.
Well, you know, everybody at Big Hine is so forgiving,
we're very open, very
natural. And so that seemed completely natural to everybody. And I said, put on some music. I had forgotten to bring any music or anything like. And then I said, just some. So they put some Chinese music, I think, on. I don't even know. And then I just started. I said, I gotta paint this right now. I do dance painting, and I started painting right here. Right here. I mean, it was at the other office that I was standing up. And I was like, I was so happy. I was like, I'm painting right now, live, just like I love to do. Right. Dance painting, and everybody's here, and I'm having fun. And to me, that was like, wow, I'm loving this. So everybody was happy. They gave it a little applause, you know.
And you went on from that to become Miss Bing Han.
That's right.
And you danced again, you performed again.
Like in 3 months, I was on stage again, and I had to do these turns like that models do. Right. I never did that in my life. So it was like you had to go, there were 3 places on stage. And I practiced this with my physical therapist. He was coming to the house all the time. So you had to hit a piece of tape over there, and you had to go, and you had to turn around. I'm not even doing it right now, you know, and I can walk now. But you had to go sideways and everything. I don't know, this whole graceful thing. Oh my God. I was so freaked out.
Miss Bing Han.
And I did a whole dance with with my Marilyn Monroe.
I was there. I saw that performance.
Right? And it was miraculous.
Let me ask you something. With all of that you went through in your life, and with the accident and having the bones of a 90-year-old woman, and
that's right, I forgot. They told me that.
Putting your knee together and everything else like that, and then taking the ginseng and feeling elated. What is your life like now? What do you do now?
What do I do now? Well, Michael can tell you. He's videoing me. I asked him to, because now I direct and produce films, videos, and plays.
Yes.
And I write them, and it's about cleaning up the water, and I act in them. So, like on Halloween, we had like 10 people. We were all dressed up in shiny costumes, and we were singing and dancing. Let's clean up the water. Let's clean up the ocean. Except I was the toxic queen.
Oh, well.
So I was the bad guy, you know.
You can do that. It's more fun to play bad guys.
Yeah, that was more fun. So we're editing it now and everything. It's very exciting.
Big difference.
Well, we met and I paint. So I get to paint. Right. So I brought my canvas out in my wheelie cart. I brought it out to Governor's Island, and I made this beautiful, I think she's beautiful, painting, and now they chose it to put in the theater, and everybody's invited to the art opening.
You're painting, you're writing,
Monday,
you're directing, you're dancing,
Wednesday.
You're painting, writing, directing, dancing, you're hopping around, you jumped up on stage, and your life is really transformed.
Stuff like that, right?
And you tell, and everywhere you go, you tell people about this Bing Han. Everywhere you go.
Of course. Who would want to shut up about this? This is amazing.
That's right.
Right? Who can shut me up anyway? You know? But I mean, I'll talk to people on the bus, on the subway.
The people whisperer, that's why I call it that.
You just get a relationship with people. You know, sometimes they give you your seat because, Anyway.
Thank you very much. I mean,